Shut up and sit down.
Hi guys, Aod Athlete update video here for the 14th of December. As you've seen, we are starting our transmutation phase this week. Okay, so the shift of the open prep is now going to change, slightly focused more on our strength endurance work and our power endurance work. Okay, so we expect to see a lot more capacity and repeatability lifting in our Olympic lifts and our compound lifts. Then we're going to continue with some of our movement capacity works, now introducing a little bit more of local fatigue and combinations of movements now. So, you know, for example, this weekend we'll move on to it, so some bar muscle ups with movements that we typically see them paired with in the open, okay? We continue with some basic strength work for some of our other gymnastics, lots of mixed gymnastics skill work in there as well, and then of course our performance pieces at the weekend. So the whole goal of this phase of the cycle is to really sort of get you used to all of these movements in more of a CrossFit based setting, okay? So less of sets, rest, repeat, and more of sets with fatigue, sets compared with other movements, sort of getting into that more CrossFit style program. So what we're going to talk about is then we're going to go through the first week of the program, starting with Monday. Like I said, we're going to begin with some power endurance work. So this is snatch. You're going to do 2 sets, 10 snatch at 60%, rest 1 minute, 8 snatch at 60%, rest 1 minute, 6 sets at 70%, rest 1 minute, 60-second AMRAP of snatches at 80%, okay? And then we're going to rest 3 minutes, and then you're going to repeat again, okay? So each of these should be 4 times, nice and simple. We're going to see a few pieces like this through the rest of the week and through the rest of the cycle as well. So basic progression on this, working on that ability to do a snatch, rest for a couple seconds, do another snatch, or if you're feeling good, touch and go in some of those lighter barbells. We really want to get comfy moving that 70 to 80% range of our snatch, because that's what we're most likely to see come up in the open, not just our top end 1 rep maxes now. Expect this to feel a little bit tough for the first few weeks, then as we get more used to this sort of style of training, it's going to feel better. Back squat strength endurance work, nice and simple, same sort of thing, but this one we're going to have a little bit of local fatigue going into our back squats. 3 rounds, 20 wall balls, 10 back squats at 70%, okay? Nice simple. Goal is to go unbroken. If we can't manage that, break it up into maybe a 5 and a 5, or even like a 7 and a 3, but get them done again as quick as we can. Some extensive glycolytic conditioning to finish off our Monday session, working on some double unders again under lots of shoulder fatigue. Tuesday is going to be our gymnastics focused day. We're going to start with some pulling gymnastic strength work. We've got some strict ring muscle ups every 90 seconds times 6 reps, 1 to 3, so see where we're at with that capacity. If we haven't got a strict ring muscle up, we're going to go for some toenail ring muscle ups where we're still working that sort of progression for our strict and making them as tough as we can, and then an EMOM strict chest bar pull-ups, okay? Mixed gymnastic skill work, so we're starting to introduce again movements that we do see in the open, a little bit more technical, paired together. 7 rounds of time, 25-foot handstand walk, 14 pistols. So first introduction in pistols that we've done in a while. We've done a lot of single leg strength work, but not very much about actual pistol reps. So get a feel for these, see how we're going. Make sure we warm up those ankles and those hips before we get started. Aerobic glycolytic conditioning here, 16-minute EMOM. 1 minute is 12 to 20 calorie row, minute number 2 is 12 to 20 calories on the bike. This is going to be a progression week on week, so don't go balls out on this first week, make sure it's maintainable. And then a little bit of movement care work. Nice and simple there. Wednesdays are going to be very similar to our Monday session, but we're going to be clean focused instead of our snatch focused. Every 2:30 until we complete 30 power cleans at 70%, 15 burpees, 10 dumbbell hang clean and jerks, and then max effort power cleans in the remainder. Can't talk. 5-minute round cap on that, okay? Or 5 round cap on that. Shoulder to overhead strength endurance, every 2 minutes times 4, 3 push jerk, rest 2 minutes, every 2 minutes times 4, 3 split jerk. So again, similar sort of thing you can see here to our back squats and our snatches, okay? All under the realm of the same sort of stuff. Intensive glycolytic conditioning to finish off here. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Again, some pairings and some movements we're going to see come up in the open, so we can sort of get away with those rope climbs and GHDs and all stuff like that and focus more on our specific movements. Here you're going to have deadlifts at 100 kilos and box jumps, nice and simple. Friday, fun conditioning day here. It's going to be tough. Starting with 2 movement capacity pieces. Our first one, 10-minute EMOM. Minute number 1 is 3 to 6 bar muscle ups and 10 power snatches. Minute number 2 is going to be 14/10 calorie row. Okay, nice and easy. So pick a number of bar muscle ups we can maintain unbroken for this, and a snatch so we can again maintain unbroken. The weeks we're going to progress that number of bar muscle ups, see how we go. Okay, so again, similar to what we spoke about with the aerobic glycolytic conditioning, don't start at a max effort for this week. Moving capacity number 2, similar sort of setup, 10 to 16 chest bar pull-ups and 10 thrusters in the first minute. Minute number 2, 14/10 calorie ski. And then some more conditioning to finish off with an AMRAP into rest 3 minutes, then you're going to repeat your score of your AMRAP. Finally, on Saturday, we've got a performance piece, some more pressing gymnastics and a little bit of midline accessory work. Okay, so we're going to release our separate video for our performance piece here. It's called Row Your Boat. Every 4 minutes times 4, you can do 20/14 calorie row, 15 burpees over the rower, and then 10 thrusters. Your score is going to be your slowest round. So it doesn't matter if your first 3 rounds are quicker than Matt Fraser. If your last round is dying off, that last round score is going to be what counts. Okay, so consistency is the key on this one, guys. Not really fully sending it, but trying to figure out what's going to be your maximal sustainable pace for this. It's going to be a really fun one. Let us know how this goes. A little bit of a slightly different format for those performance pieces. Then pressing gymnastics, similar to our pulling gymnastics earlier in the week. And the EMOM strict handstand push-ups with some double unders, so some more fatigue in the shoulders. And then strict ring dips and some calorie ski. Midline accessory work to finish off is just some basic hollow arches and then some carries. Okay, good to keep working on our core strength as a separate element, not just chucked into the program the whole way around. Hope you guys enjoy this week. Let us know how it goes. Slightly different change up to training, so don't expect it to feel amazing to begin with. Just get used to the volume, get used to the intensity. That's how this next 4 to 5 weeks is going to sort of go. Much more intense training, a little bit lower volume, and just sort of bringing it every single piece we've got in the week. Hope you enjoy, guys. I'll see you all soon.